Patton Oswalt is back to voice Cribblepants. And if you thought like that ending where in the end credits he improvises that moment, at least they cut out the distinctive MLP theme song we're all so familiar with, then yeah, he's returned, and this time he doesn't know what the hell that sport game that we're all so familiar with in the previous season. Yeah, we're not at all familiar with Buckball. It's like, that's only mentioned, one time in the whole series, and they never brought it up again until now? Well, they bring back Buckball, and they bring Cribblepants into it. So, this will be interesting to see what they do with this episode. So, let's go. Okay, that was interesting. Though I'm not sure how to feel about Patton Oswalt returning as Cribblepants as somebody who doesn't know a thing or two about the sport. Though it does give some YouTubers a chance to do some unnecessary bleeping when it comes to the word buckball. I could imagine it right now, but initial thoughts. It's an okay episode. Not really strong suit, but it's basically Quibble having to understand a thing or two. He doesn't need to be fit, he doesn't need to actually play the game. He just has to know a thing or two about how the game works. Because there's a good reason why he bought the book to begin with. To learn a thing or two about the game. And at least spectate. You don't need to be full on like charge into the whole game, knowing a thing or two on playing it. You just need to have the knowledge. There are people out there that at least know the game but aren't as hardcore as a lot of other people are. Not even I'm into sports that much. I mean, sure, at times if there's, like, a game or two that's playing, like, maybe a game with the not-so-powerful Seattle Mariners, then I may watch them. But pretty much, I don't really care much for all the genre of sports, especially football. People go apes over football, and I just don't understand why. Or at least to all those European people that call this American football, and they call soccer football, which doesn't make sense in the slightest. Why not call football brawling maniacs? That would make more sense. Football-wise, I mean, I'll watch the Seahawks if they make it to the Super Bowl. And that's the only time you'll see me watch. That's the only time you'll ever see me watch it. I've been getting off topic. It's nice that we get the return of Patton Oswalt in the series, though this is his last, and I don't think we'll ever see him again. It is nice that we get the return of him and having to learn a different thing that he's not so used to, because A, he's into Daring Do and fully knows that the author is in fact the character itself, which is a mind F in of itself, and in general is apparently into the equestrian equivalent of Dungeons and Dragons, which, surprising that he knows a thing or two about it. Which, again, is a thing that's never brought up in the show since I don't know, like 2 episodes or whatever. And I guess that's about as much as I could say with this episode. But, there is a few things to announce. Obviously, Everfree Northwest is in 2 weeks. I have some panels filling, at least some panels that I'm working on as of right now to try and sort them out, which ones to go to, which ones to set up camera for, so I'm able to go to a panel and roam out and about. I'm doing a thing or two recording these panels, and potentially I may be returning the Throwback Tuesdays. Why Throwback Tuesdays? Because Thursdays are overrated, and I'd be at the con by that point. So, in the upcoming days, I will present to you guys a few Throwback Tuesdays for you to be occupied with while I'm setting up for Everfree Northwest, and I'm moving settings for this whole area here. But with that in mind, I guess I'll see you guys next time for any new episodes that'll come out in the 2 weeks. So I guess that's about it. So see you later.